Okay. All right, baby girl, got to get down. All righty. Let's see here. Hi, Darla. Let me move my phone away from the juice. Kind of zoomed in a little lot, but I guess it's okay. We're going to color, so we'll be zoomed in. Hi, Al. How you doing? Oh, let me fix my chair, my fluffy blanket here, in my little squeaky chair. There we go. All right, get comfortable. This is really bright, and that gold doesn't want to pick up on camera. Hi, Julie. Happy wonderful Wednesday to you too. Happy hump day. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Michelle, Candy, Scrap Girl 12. Hi, She Spins Juanita. Molly, Pamela. Anybody else I might have missed? Thanks, everybody. Take a sip of my almost cold coffee. So, yeah. Hi, Beth, Anne, Karina. So, yeah, I got the color pencils out and a couple of color books here. This is a new one from Annie. And so, but I also pulled out my looks. It's a street style coloring books. So I got both of those. So we're going to color in these today. We haven't done a, well, yeah, we started a color book page sometime last week, I think. Might have been the week before. I've been really busy. I got a commission done. I got to get that in the mail today. We got another color book. I think it's another one from Zeely, although this one didn't come with a gift paper from Amazon, but I think it's from Zeely. So yeah, let's see. Mama 4, Linda, Kalora, Becky. Happy hump day to you too, Becky. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Siren Song, Barb's Chicken Pot Pie Society. I love saying that. Yeah, the lookbook. We've had this one for a while. So I thought I'd show that one just to show another one along with this one. Annie got me this one out. Hubster brought it back from LA. So she got me that one. I think she got it at Romans. So okay, let's see. Who else is here? What else are y'all working on? What y'all working on? What are y'all working on? So I did put my lighting on, fixing it myself. So I hope the color is, the balance is good. Let's brighten it up. I don't know. I look pretty good. Okay. So what's everybody else working on today or this week? I can't believe it's Wednesday again already. And Hubster and I have been binge watching The Mandalorian. And so yeah. So y'all want to see what I got? Don't laugh at me. Don't judge me. Let me put the little thing in his hand. This show is not made for children. It's an adult show. This is an adult baby. Hi, Janet. Oh, you're working on a new video, Mia? Okay, good. I'll have to go check it out. Let's see, who else? Christmas color by number. L is cross stitching. What else is everybody doing? So let's see. Debbie's coloring Christmas pages to make into cards. Good idea, Debbie. Good idea. Yes, I did. It's the child, Janet. It's the child. Hi, Muffy. Oh my goodness, yeah. So that's Hubster and I've been watching The Mandalorian. So he watched it out at Annie's house when he was out there. He goes, "You gotta watch, you love it." I go, "I know I'll love it, but I don't really want to subscribe to another something. But I broke down and subscribed to Disney Plus long enough, at least long enough to watch The Mandalorian. So anyway, yeah. Da, 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 da. Okay, so Gabriella is working on a watercolor Christmas cards. Hi, Tin the Turtle. That's a cute name. And Julie's working on Carrie Smith. This is not a book. Oh, those are, I love Carrie Smith books. Although Cameron took all of mine. I think I still have the Wanderlust one. The little hardback one. I have that one, but I think he has all the rest. He took all of them some years ago. Let's see. Alexandra, hi, do you spend a long time since the last time I watched your videos doing Christmas diamond painting? Well, good to have you back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I won't sing Welcome Back, Cotter, but welcome back. Muffy's playing with alcohol ink. Hi, Crafty Cat. I know I'm missing people coming in. Thanks everybody for popping in. There's so much fun to make you think outside the box. They do. Do you have the little Wanderlust? I think it's not. Is it Wanderlust? I think that's what it's called. Do you have that little Wander one, Julie? Do you have that one? Hi, Julie S. Do you know which one I'm talking about? The little hardback one? Have you seen that one? Let's see. La 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 la. Not yet? Okay, well, hang on. I'll show it to you. Let me go get it. Hang on. Okay, it's called the Wander Society. That's what it is. The Wander Society, Julie. I'll show it in a minute. Yeah. Who else? Anonymous user. Good morning. We are from Anonymous. Welcome, Anonymous, from Anonymous. Oh my gosh. My screen is blurry. I don't think it's blurry. This is gold. Look, that's just gold and it's just reflecting funny. Look, let me move that one. So see, now it's not blurry. It's just this cover. It's just that cover is gold and it reflects. That's all. Let's see. Crafty Cat, Janice. Who else? Ms. Nobody's watching the Muppet Christmas special 1984. Oh my gosh, Miss Nobody. Yeah, it's not blurry. It's just that cover. Yeah, it's just that cover. Hi, Tracy. Let's see. What else? Who else? I'm sure I'm missing people coming in. So thanks, everybody. Yeah, if y'all are just joining me for the first time, I'm Dee Dee. I come on every Monday and Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern, but I come on a little early to say good morning to everybody. So if you want to if you're watching the recording, just scrub on through. If you don't like hearing me say good morning. Some people don't. They say my show is chatty, and I reiterate, my show is a chat show. It's a chat show. Coffee and art in the morning with chatting. Thanks, Janet. Thank you. Let's see. Hi, Bacola. How you doing? How's you doing? Let's see. Miss Pooh. Is that like Winnie the Pooh? Miss Winnie the Pooh. Aries, good morning. Longtime lurker. Good to see you. Thanks, everybody, for popping in. Hi, Scrap Girl. What is the name of the book with the girl with the antlers? The girl with the antlers? I don't know what book you mean. The girl with the antlers. Be a little more specific, Scrap Girl. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Let's see. Hi, Towel. Good to see you. I'm sure it's pronounced towel. 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 I always say it towel, but that's probably wrong. I know they are. They are. I know. I get you don't even know. Yeah, I'm not even going to go there. You don't want to know the emails I get. I don't care. I just delete them. Let's see what else. Crafty cat, little sister Cheryl. Good morning. I'm not clicking on everybody, but I'm clicking on. Let's see. It's like toll, but I answered to pretty much anything. Toll. Okay, toll. Like toll road. Toll. Okay, I'll try to remember. Hi, coloring diva. How you doing? Let's see. Gabrielle. Thank you. I appreciate it, Gabrielle. Thank you. Hi, Deborah. We try to have a good time. We try to leave the drama, as Barb Owen says, drama free. She has drama free Friday. I have drama free every day. And Janet and I we don't have anybody lined up for tomorrow, so we probably won't do a show tomorrow. We haven't talked about it, but we don't have a guest for tomorrow. So in case y'all don't know, occasionally Janet and I do a guest show together here on my channel, and but we don't have any guests this week. So hi Kathy, Riri, how you doing? So yeah. Oh, thanks, Miss Nobody. Thank you. I know, right? Exactly, Julie. It's always been a chatty show. I know. Might as well go ahead and be chatty, right? Exactly, Julie. So, anyway, let's see. What else is going on? Cassandra, Kathy Carney. I think I said hi. Let's see. I'm probably missing people coming in. Anyway, let me just go ahead and kind of flip through this book since Julie likes all of Carrie. I like Carrie Smith's books too. I think this is the only one I have. Well, I think I might have the one that's in color, the tear up the one in color one. I think I still might have that one. But all the other ones Cameron took. He took all 10 of my Carrie Smith books. And so I have this one. And Julie said she hadn't seen it. Well, I don't know if she hasn't seen it or she just doesn't have it. But anyway, it's the Wander Society. And wander, little definition sticker up here, is a verb to walk, explore, amble in an unexplained or aimless way with a complete openness to the unknown. And so, yeah, I'm in that Wander Society. Wonder, Wonder, and Wander. Okay, Riri, lurk away. Thank you. Thanks for checking in with us. Yeah, we're not chatting. We're on the phone. Yeah. Hi, Nashwa. Yeah, it's the style that young people wear. They wear. It's like the style. It's like clothing style. You'll see. I'll show you. And again, I had this one up here. This is the one Annie got me when Hubster brought it back when he went to LA. But it's got that gold foil. So look, it looks like it's fuzzy, but it's really not. It's just that cover. So, yeah. Okay, good, Miss Nobody. Yeah, we keep people company, right? Right? It keeps people company, especially when they have to be all in their house, all up in their house. Keep you company. Wreck This Journal. Yeah, that's the one. Wreck This Journal, the color one. I still have that one. But all the other ones, for all the other ones, I don't have them anymore. So, okay, so this is the Wander Society, and I believe these are hobo signs. And don't email me, don't politically correct me. Hobo, like the tramp hobo, that used to back, before. I don't know, really, I guess the 30s, maybe the 20s, the 30s, after in the Great Depression and stuff. Maybe that's when the hobo started. and the signs. And so they would leave these signs. Now, I used to know some of them. I mean, not that I've ever traveled looking for hobo signs, but but they used to mean that, well, I guess they still do. They mean different things, like someone's a nice person, you'll get food here, this one will give you money, and they would leave these signs. And so I'm thinking that's what these are. Oh, I don't remember because it's been a while since I looked at the book. Okay. Your very flesh shall be a great poem. And that's, I think, Walt Whitman there. Long live Wander Society. So, yes, they are. They are. Whoops, let me click that. Where are you? There you go. Carrie's books are low stress and fun. They are. Okay, so she has a little thing here. Let me just read this to you. Oh, I don't know if I'll read the whole thing, but yeah. Okay. Do you find yourself increasingly distracted and unable to focus? Do you feel like technology is taking up too much of your attention and time? Do you remember a time when you were much more present with all your activities? And she used an old typewriter, well, that's the font that they're using. And the typewriter's like off center, it comes off the line. And so it's a little tricky to read. Have you had a sense that there is more to life than what you've been doing, but you're not sure how to access this? Do you feel delusioned by a society that seems entirely focused on monetary gain? Do you have a sense that you are experiencing things secondhand, filtered through various forms of media and entertainment? Have you lost a sense of ownership to the place in which you live? Do you find your quiet talents going? The U is up. So every time I come to a word with a U in it, do you find your quiet talents going unused and unnoticed in a world that values bravado, celebrity, publicity, and money? If you answered yes to 3 or more of these questions, then the Wander Society can offer a respite. This small anonymous organization is looking for thinkers to conduct research. No experience needed. Membership is completely anonymous. The world is waiting for your gifts. You have arrived. Seek the unknown. The wanderers are everywhere. So, yeah. The kitty cat. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Is that what that one is? The kitty cat means a nice lady lives here. Julie says, I have it on a magnet. Got it in Green Bay at the Railroad Museum. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I don't know if the signs go back to the Underground Railroad, and if they're the same or different than the hobo signs. I don't know if they're different. Hi, Zeely. Zeely, did you send this? Did you send this one too? There was no card with this one, but I'm guessing this one's from you as well, since you've been sending all the Christmas books, Zeely. I'm going to show this one too. I'm thinking Zeely sent us that one. Hi, Hetchy. Thanks again for my lovely colored card that you sent me from Germany. Let's see. I'm waiting to see if Zeely is the one that sent that one. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Janet. That's nice. Janet says, thumbs up, please. You did? Okay. Well, I haven't showed it yet. We're going to show that one. So thanks for another one. I'll put it in our giveaway stack, Zeely. I'll put it in our giveaway stack. Okay. So, hi, Susie's Cottage. Donna DeGale. Oh, there's hi, Donna. Yeah, Donna, I sent your page. Donna won some of the I cut out some pages out of the book for the international girls. And so, yeah, they've already gone out. So, and I do have to get to the post office. I'll show you. I got permission to show a finished commission portrait. And I'll show that in a minute. Let me go ahead and finish talking about this. So anyway, I'm not sure if the hobo signs are the same or some are the same as the Underground Railroad signs. I don't know, but that would be interesting to find out. That'd be interesting to look up. I have another book on signs and symbols. I could look that up. So anyway, there's The Wander Society. Carrie Smith is, oh, that's about Carrie. And this came out in 2016. And it's just got all little kind of things. Let me give you a little rundown. Well, there's a lot. Okay, so let me give you the main contents, and then I won't read all the headings. The nature of wandering, the Wander Society's tactical guide, wandering initiation, assignments, research, and field work, and all different kind of things. Look, here's leaving symbols. I wonder if that's what probably started somewhere else, but 114. Let's see. Let's go over to 114 where the symbols are. I should pull out my book on the symbols. I have a couple of different ones. And, okay, leave behinds. A part of our wandering mission, you are instructed to subversively plant things in the real world for others to find. It's our hope that in encouraging others to wander through discovery, we can change the world. It can be quite exciting to do this on a regular basis, knowing that you may never know who will find them. Some ideas of things to leave, quotes on paper, and it gives you some other pages for some other ideas. Stickers on the back of this book, origami, Wander Society, literature, seeds, to plant. Stone piles and arrangements, found objects, small notes, and places to leave them. And if y'all remember, Jake Parker used to do he used to do this with some art. He'd do a little art card or a little piece of art, and he'd hide it like in the bushes or something, and he'd announce it on, I don't know if it was Twitter or Facebook. I don't know. It's been some years since I remember that he's done it. And he'd announce it. Left some art in so-and-so park or something, and then people would go see if they could find it. So, of course, you don't have to announce it. You could just go leave it for somebody to find. I've seen people leave painted rocks, the little painted rocks. I got a tickle in my throat. And just leave, little thinking of you, a little heart, a little painted rock, just to make somebody's day, right? And so, yeah, hi, Aunt Beck. Who else am I missing? Twinkle June. Dee Dee Battle. Hi. She said hi to Aunt Beck. Okay. So anyway, it's just got all kinds of little things to do, little projects, little things like I just read. And so anyway, that's called the Wander Society. It's just a small little book. It's a little hardback. It is I think it's only in hardback. So anyway, let me go over here and show you again one more time. Okay, can y'all guess what I've been watching? Hubster and I have been watching The Mandalorian. Okay, so, all right. So before we get into the books that we're going to color in today, this is another one that Zeely sent us for our Christmas stash, our Christmas giveaway books. And yeah, The Child, yes. This is an adult show, not made for children. Just saying. Adult coloring too. So anyway, this one is a Sherry Baldy coloring book, and her characters look like this if you've never seen them before. So Zeely sent us another book for the Christmas giveaway. We're going to give away one a week. And I actually gave away 2 on Monday. So, but look how cute they are. I think there's 2 of each. So that's why you're seeing me flip one. There's this one. Yeah, there's 2 of each. So anyway, they're just so cute, big-eyed girls. And it's all Christmas. So, yeah, we'll be giving another one away next week. So thank you, Zeely. I'll be sending you a printout, Miss Zeely. Thank you so much for sharing the Christmas books with us this year. Very, very, very sweet of you. And I am tearing out some pages out of one of the other books for the international. So that way the international girls can have some too. Let's see. I know. So cute. Yeah, Zeely. Thanks, Zeely. Thank you so much. Yeah, Becky's saying, everybody's saying, there we go. Let's see who else. I know I'm missing people coming in. Thanks, everybody. And I do have my 1000 Ways to Be Creative book out and to read out of sometime today. We try to read out of this once a week. This is this, and I did get permission because I don't usually show commission people, and well, the pets, most people don't care, but people, I always make sure I get permission to post or show the commissions that I do of people. But she did say, I said, you want me to show it on the stream? Because I already showed it to her, and she approved it and liked it, so this will go out today. And she said, sure. So this is a and it's in a plastic sleeve, but there you go. And so this is one of the commissions that I just finished this week of a pet. And she didn't say if I could say her name, so I'm not going to say her name, at least not today. Maybe if she says I can say it later, or if I can post it on IG later. It's a gift, so she's probably not going to want it on IG till after Christmas. But she said I could show it on my show. So so this is a pet portrait commission that I did, and it's in pan pastel and color pencil. Try to get the glare off. I don't want to take it back out of the sleeve because it's all pristine in the sleeve. So yeah. Oh, you were the one who commissioned it? Okay, well, you have a different name here. Okay, can I click on you? Where are you? She has a different name here than she does on Instagram. Okay, Siren Song. All right. So she's the one that commissioned it. She just has a different name. I ought to write that down because she has a different name on IG. Okay, there we go. So yeah. And she said I could show it. So thank you for letting me show it. And again, I won't post it on IG until at least till after Christmas. So yeah. So thank you so much, and I'm glad you like it. Thank you. I think she really loved it. She really loved it. So that'll go out today after the stream. I'm going to the post office. I already got your package all ready to mail. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, I do pet commission now. It's getting too close to Christmas. I'm working on 2 others. I don't know that I have time to get too many more squeezed in before Christmas. So that's why usually in the middle of October, I will tell people that, if you want a commission, let me know. So thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so I got some color pencils out. These are as Denise would call them, my crap pencils. They're the same Prismacolor, just because they're not in a case. She would make fun of me. But anyway, so let's just move these to the side for a minute. And this is this book I've had for a while. Let me look at the date. Let me look at the date when this one came out. We've colored in this one quite a few. This was 2015. And we've colored in this a few times. Let's see. Let's brighten this back up again. When you start going into the white pages, they start wanting to flash out. Okay, so let's see. Should I zoom in one? I think this is, well, yeah, I probably will zoom in one because when we start coloring, there we go. That's better. Is that good, guys? That looks pretty good. So anyway, this one is 2015, and it has all these different cities and the styles that they're wearing. Paris, Antwerp, London, Stockholm, Milan, New York, Shanghai, Tokyo, Seoul. And then it shows up here, like this has Paris up here. So then they'll have a few Paris pages, and they'll have a few Seoul pages, like that, right? And it's the styles, and you mostly young people, you know. And yeah, no, right, Sealy? I know, because they're not. They are my favorite pencils, and they're awesome. And I always recommend them, especially if somebody is just starting out. I always recommend Prismacolor over Polly's, Holbe's, Lumi's, and all the others, because they're so soft and blendable. It was just that because they were in silverware trays, that Denise thought, well, they're not in nice cases, so they must not be as good. Uh, oh my gosh. So yeah, so I'll just flip through it, and you can see I've got some pages marked, and some of the ones I've colored or started. So these are Paris. And so they're just fun. They're just fun books to color in, when you can color different clothes and shoes and hats and, street scenes. And so I really love this book. I should get back into it again, because this is one of my favorite kind of books. So here's one that we did. And again, this is paint, paint, paint. All that's paint, and then color pencil. And I think this is actually a base of marker, of water-based marker, and then shaded over the top with pencil. And so yeah, this is one that we got done. I'm trying to read chat too. Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Remember, guys, if you're talking to me, put it in caps. Make sure you have live chat selected at the top, not just top chat. Otherwise, you won't see all the chat. Make sure you are in either 1080p or 720. Especially if it goes fuzzy, make sure you set your little wheel setting to make sure that it didn't knock you back to 144 or something. What is IG? Instagram, Gracie, or Grace Girl. Instagram. IG is Instagram. So now this is Antwerp. So yeah. Now we're into London. And they just have, different little things that are part of that city. This one I just started painting the background. We didn't get further than that. Or in Milan. Here's Milan. I know, there's so many good books. You just have to pick the ones you think you're really gonna color in, right? Or read or whatever. I do have another book I bought. I should maybe show that too. Not a color book, but just a book. I'll try to remember to show that. So again, painty background. Yeah, kind of like a concrete wall back there. I didn't finish the signs. And actually, I think I didn't quite finish shading, but did that one. Isn't that cool? All right, and this one's not finished either. The scooter is not finished. So I finished her, but not the scooter. And again, painted the background black, and silver dots there for the stars. And now we're into Stockholm. New York. This is still New York. And this one there's a video on this. I think it was 2 parts. It would have been a couple, probably 4 years ago, maybe 4 years ago we did this. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while, because this book is 2015. So it's probably 4 or 5 years ago that we did this. And there's a 2-part video on this one. We did it from start to finish, I'm pretty sure, if I remember. Okay, so Now we're in Shanghai, and I have I did make a copy of this and colored it with uh Copics, just to test my Copic skills. And so I did make a copy of this and color her in Copics. Let's see, did I put it in? I think it's in this book. I think it's in my binder. I think it's in my binder, that the copy of it. Let's see if I can find it. Hang on. I need to put some of these in sleeves. And okay, let's see. It'll be toward the back. Okay, it'll be in the work in progresses, I think. I think it'll be in the whips here. Let's see. Do I have it? No, I guess it's not. Where is it? Maybe it's in the back. Oh, maybe it's in here. No. Here's my Jasmine girls. Here we go. Here we go. So she's cut out. I cut her out. So yeah, I think I have enough. Here we go. So here she is. This is where I practiced it with the Copics. Both of these two girls. Cut them out. Practiced with Copics. Just to practice with the Copics. And yeah, so okay. Anyway, I knew she looked familiar in my book. Let's see if I can get that back up there. All right. So because you can't do Copic markers on these pages because it'll go right through, right? Oh, thanks, Julie. It'll go right through. Hi, Leo's grandma. I've shown the binder full of color book pages a lot of times. Hi, Molly. So okay, let's keep going here. Still in Shanghai, and I've done this one. This one I actually made a copy of and put it in an art journal. It is in. Well, I know which one it's in, but it's behind some other books right now. It's in one of my Dilution journals. I colored her with the jean jacket and cut her out and put her in my art journal. So, and this one here I've done. So, yeah. But anyway, so this one is The Look Around the World Color Fashion by Suwa. And a lot of us were coloring out of this for a while back in 2015 or 16. So yeah, and we might color in this again today. And then also this is the one, and again, because it's got that gold foil on the front, it looks like it's fuzzy, but it's just that it's got gold foil. So it's Tokyo Street Style, and Annie sent this one back to me from LA. And this one came out in 2017. And again, this one is just more individual little things. I have another one, a Paris one. And so it's got just little styles, and like here's the symbol or the kanji, I guess is what it is, for flower, or the word for flower. So the little clothes. See, it's just so cute. This is the kind of thing that you can just sit and doodle in, And I like, this is the kind of book that I like to use my let me pull over here. My Crayola Super Tips. And so all the little small things you can do with Crayola Super Tips, and you can shade with pencil. So I'm just going to flip through this. I did flip through it when I got it. But since we're coloring in it today, let's see. And they have some patterns and things. All different little outfits. Kimonos. I kind of like that. I might color that one. Where's my Post-it notes here? I really like that. Isn't it cool though, guys? I just think it's so cool. And all the symbols. I have a whole book on the kanji symbols for if y'all remember, I did that one Inktober. A couple 3 years ago, I think. I did kanji and a little a little small drawing for each one. I like that too. But anyway, this is a kind of book that you could sit and just, doodle in, color and doodle socks. I love this one too. I love them all. They're just so cute. has a bookmarks ribbon. I like this one too. I did a whole well, I didn't fill it, but I did a whole bunch of kimono patterns in a comp book one time. Yeah, I know. They're really inexpensive. The super tips are very inexpensive. Like even a pack of 50 is like under $10. And if you get them she got hers, Julia O got hers at Staples, but you can get them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and then you can use their coupon and they're even cheaper. So yeah, little sister Cheryl says, I like my super tips. Yeah, well, we'll probably do some with them. No, no, I don't. But I use a lot of them because they're just so versatile. And then here's some little thumbnails of all of the pages. So anyway, a little camera in a case. And the book is just so cute. And I put Annie and Logan in there because they're the ones that gave it to me. So yeah, so I think we'll just go over here to one of these. Do I want that one? Do I want this one? I like them both. And I probably won't do the backgrounds. I'll probably just do the page itself, unless you do a pattern like this and I'd want to do the background there. But if I'm just going to just do an image like this, I'm not going to color these backgrounds because these are just more fun things. And I just thought it would be kind of different and fun just to do something kind of simple today. And yeah, use our super tips and Prismacolor. All right, let me see. I'm looking around, seeing if there's anything else. Oh, before I do that, I did have that other book I wanted to show you. So I got this. This just came out this year. And, it's just my era. It's just my era. So I got it. It's called Dead Style. So anyway, if y'all know. Hang on, let me move this over. Let me see if I can give you a little synopsis. And it did come out in 2020. It's about the world of tie-dye. And if y'all are familiar, who's familiar? Who's familiar? I'll wait to see what people comment. Let's see. Hi, Arlene. Mama 4. Who else am I missing? Who else am I missing? 60s baby here, Mama 4. So anyway, the Grateful Dead and tie-dye, and it's about this guy that did all these photography. Well, he did the collection of. I don't know if he did the actual photography. I read it, but I don't remember who did the actual photography. There's 2 guys involved in this. And so anyway, like this one was from Madison Square Garden, 2017, and the different Grateful Dead reiterations after Jerry Garcia. So anyway, but I liked it because of the clothes. I was never really a Deadhead, just, but I just liked it because of the clothes and the era. And it is a matte book, so it's the reason it looks kind of faded like that is because it's not a shiny magazine type. It is you can see it's not very, it's not shiny. It's a matte finish. so it looks a little less bright because it's not on shiny paper. So anyway, I'm really enjoying reading the different little, there's not a lot to just little highlights and little, a few little comments about it, but all the patches, the embroidery, and it's just yeah, I just like the art of it, the tie-dye, the colors. And I thought this would be some fun to do some different color combinations and bright stuff. And so anyway, yeah, it's just got just a little bit of information about each. But look, see the tie dye. If y'all have never done any tie dye before, well, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, there's a lot to the book's pretty thick. See, it's got a lot to it. And hi, Hut, how you doing? Good to see you, Tiger Princess. So anyway, a bunch of deadheads, new and old, new and old, and so and the street vendors that sold some of the stuff, and here like the art. Here's the airbrush on the cars, and yeah, I don't know. It just kind of brought back some memories. So I bought it because of that. And the colors and the design. I just thought this will be fun just to look through. There's Jerry Garcia right there. Yeah, Molly says, we love tie-dye. The yin and yang. And just, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool to just kind of flip through here for you. I mean, there's a lot in it. There's a lot in it, so. Anyway, that's the cover right there. So, yeah. All right, so I think that's the only other new book that I have. Looking around, don't think I have any other new books. That's it. All right, so let's go back to our little girl here, woman here, in her kimono, and I keep brushing something off here, and it's on my screen. There's a little dot of something on my. There we go. I keep seeing this little dot, and it's like I'm going like this, and it's not on the page. It's on the screen. Let's see. All right. So let's go ahead and maybe start on this one. And again, I'm going to do what do you call it? Super tips. Let me move my iPad out of the way here. The iPad. Let's give y'all one more little. Wait a minute. I couldn't resist getting that. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see. What colors do I want? Do I want red, green, and black? Maybe. Let's see. Let's go with the black. And always, test to see if it's going to go through. I've never really had super tips go through anything, but it doesn't hurt to test. Yeah, see, it's not going through. Doesn't hurt to test. In the back. And let's see, I think I might do the colors first. So I think I'll do red, green, and black. I just like those colors together. All right, so let's do like a lime green and a red. So it's going to be a chill day. It's just going to be a little bit. Okay, this one is, that's why I had it set aside, because this one has a broken chisel. Let me get another red here. Here we go. Let's do this darker red. Let's make sure. Okay. If y'all have any, Sister Cheryl, if y'all have any questions or anything, put it in caps. And let's see. I'll zoom in some more. Let's see here. This is a small book. Okay, that's pretty good. So this is just a kind of a chill book to work in, especially if you just do it with with some super tip markers, which are very inexpensive. Super tip markers and your color pencils, which I'm using the Prismacolors. And yeah. So if y'all, I know a lot of y'all are color book artists. What's the last book you worked in? What's the last color book you worked in? These are probably supposed to be like little cherry blossom uh, petals. So I should have probably done them in pink, but I really wanted them to stand out. So what's the last books y'all colored in? And if y'all want to see any, if I can put my hands on them, I'll try to pull some of the other books out. If you want to see some finished pages, I do have, many color book videos. If you want to see them, but I will show some again. Okay, I think that's it. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the clip in her hair red too. Very simple. Phantomorphia, Elle said. Zeely is a PDF from Sarah Richter. So not a book, but that's okay. I don't know if I know Sarah Richter. Arlene's doing Color Your Faith. Kalora's doing a Clara Markova. Julius is Daydreams by Hannah Carlson. What else do we have here? Elegant Beauties, Dee Dee Battle said. I'm not sure what that one is. Elegant Beauties. Oh, sorry, it flipped away. Hi, Carla. It goes quick. Where'd it go? Elegant Beauties. There it is. Chat moves. Let's see. Muffy Kate is doing Mythomorphia. Bought book last night. Yeah. I think I have that one. There's also another one. The mythographic. There's 3 of them out now. Is there 4? I'm not sure, Carla. I'm not sure if I have the aquatic one. I think I do, but I know I have 2 of the other ones. The Explorer. Can't spell or see. Oh, G, are you okay, G? Oh, and I don't have the new Carolina Kubakowska. I have the first 2, but I know there's a new one. Nichols. I forget the name of it. The Carolina Kubakowska. They're kind of hard to get, or they used to be. I haven't looked for the newest one, so I don't know if it's still hard to get her books. Let's see. Julia is coloring mandala stickers. Let's see. Yeah, you know a 3, Carla? Okay, yeah. In the mythographic series, yeah. All right, so now I'm going to take, let's see, is this green going to be bright enough? Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. So now I'm just going to color in. See, it's very, very chill just to color. And you can get very elaborate, as you know. We get very elaborate most of the time. Most of the time, our color book pages are very elaborate. But I thought it might be nice just to do an easy page and just a chill page. And then you can always, if you don't want to keep your color books like as color books, take your pages out, or like you cut her out or make a copy and cut her out to put in your art journal. And, write and journal and use it as in an art journal. Piece, an element in your art journal. So, put in caps if you're talking to me. Sarah's currently working in Fantastical Chris. Let's see, hang on, it goes so fast, I miss them. Tree while watching. Oh, okay. Oh, there's also a set of postcards. Okay, I did not know about the postcards. And let's see. Yeah, Kirby, he has one book, I think, that's one-sided, Carla. He has one book that's one-sided. One of the newer ones that were real kind of thin. and he did a second book. The second book, I don't think the second one is one-sided, but he did one book that's one-sided. But yeah, I like Kirby though. Yeah, I do like Kirby. Hi Jane. How many color books do I have? I don't know if I still have that picture handy of me. I have there's a picture of me sitting behind all my color books. I don't know. I've never counted them. I've never counted them. If I count one shelf, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. Probably about 75 can fit on a shelf, maybe between 75 and 100. And I probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I guess I've got well over 500. well over 500 probably. And I give a lot away. So I don't have every color book I've ever had because I give a lot of them away. And that's over many years, that's a lot of years of doing coloring. I'm guessing just by saying if 75 to 100 fit on a shelf. So yeah, a lot of color books. But and there's a lot of videos, a lot of color book videos in my playlist. I have a color book playlist. So if you want to see different coloring, I mean, we do very simple stuff like this, and then we do very complex up to using color book pages in Collage. Well, I'll just show you this one because it's handy because I just showed it the other day. Like taking a color book page and coloring a color book page and then making it into a collage. So like she's the color book page and then colored these different sunflowers and then turned it into a collage. There's lots of glitter and stuff on this one. So you can go, make it into posters or different things. And, I've got my ginormous poster I'm still working on. Nicholas's big giant poster. And, but yeah, there's we've done very simple, like this is a very simple one. But then we've done very complex ones with lots of, we've done them with pan pastels and the ones that I have in that binder are like some of the thinner page ones or ones that I've torn out of 8.5 or 8 by 10 books to keep in a binder. Let's see. All right, so now I'm going to do the stems here because I think I'm going to color the background black. So let's do the trim. Let's do the trim and the stems a green. The trim on the piping. So y'all have any color book questions or coloring questions? Well, any art questions, really. Just put in caps. Is Janet having to run out? I hope there's not too many trolls. Hi, Blue Moon. Good to see you. Oh, good, Jane. You got your Halloween. Okay, yeah. Other than Janet and some big jerk, I haven't heard anybody tell me they got their seeds. I don't think. Maybe they mentioned it to me and I missed it. But yeah, all the Halloween zines went out. That next Monday or whatever it was after we got them all in. The day after Halloween. Oh, I'm glad you got it. Good. Janet. Yeah, there you go, Julia. Let's see. All right. So I think I might also do, just because there's not much to this and I wanted just to show you, you can do whatever you want. The artist is not going to email you and tell you did it wrong. I'm going to put some red dots just to kind of Maybe they're little berries or something. I'm going to put. And I even might outline stuff with a white Posca after I finish coloring the black background. I might go ahead and do some white around the florals. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like when it's done. Just, do whatever you want. No, they're not. No one's going to email and say you did it wrong. I change almost all of them up. I change all my color book pages up. Let's do a little one on the edge there. Oh, that's all right, Arlene. If you're using them, then use them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now, Copics, the thing about Copics, you can't, whoops, sorry, it goes fast. The thing about Copics, and I don't know what you and Margie were talking about, but Copics will go through almost they'll go through everything. They'll go through thick watercolor paper. So if you use Copics, then get a book or pages that are nothing on the other side. Or if you just don't care if it goes through to the other side, or make a copy of the page you love and do it with Copics because it will bleed through. I 100% can guarantee you it's going to bleed through. So, and so the thing is if you don't care if it goes through to the other side, at least make sure you put a piece of cardstock so that it doesn't bleed through here and go to here because it will. So that's the thing about Copics or any alcohol markers. Any alcohol markers, that's going to do that. Yeah, they will bleed through anything. Okay, so now let's see. Let's go to my black here. Now the hair I'm going to do probably all in pencil. I might do a little bit of a streak, some extra little thicker hair here that's streaked, but I'm going to do most of the hair with pencil. You can always go in and add more. So and also remember that these are water based. So if you add any wet anything, if you start adding any other kind of wet medium, it's going to smear, right? So, which is good. You can use them like watercolors. You can use them like watercolor if you want to wet them down. Just I would recommend putting them on a plastic or a porcelain tray and scrape some off and then pick it up with the brush, a water brush or just a regular paintbrush. Then you can use them like watercolors. But there again, you have to be careful of the paper. If you have thin paper, it's going to buckle. So you got to be aware of how much water you use, how much water you put on a color book page because it will buckle if it's a thin paper. Okay, let me get my green again. Just need a little bit more green right there. So after I finish this, I'm going to go in with my white Posca and add some more detail. Oh, let's see. Nothing else in caps. This one's getting a little mashed down. Let me kind of twirl the tip over here. It's getting a little, some of these I've used for a long time, and they do last a long time. Super tips, they do last a long time. They're just Crayola. They're very inexpensive. And they don't bleed through hardly anything. I mean, they might tissue paper or something like that, but they don't even bleed on thin Bible pages. So they're really, unless you really rub it, on thin paper, you keep going over and over something, it'll go through. But they're just really good about not bleeding through things. So, if y'all have anything else you want to ask or talk about, since y'all, I guess, ran out of color books that y'all were working in. What's y'all's favorite color book medium? Like, do you like to use pencils? And if you do pencils, what's your favorite pencil? Do you like to do like the super tip markers? Do you like to watercolor? Do you like to, one of my favorites is still the acrylic paint washes, especially for backgrounds, because color pencils will go over acrylic paint washes. So that's still one of my favorite techniques is my watered down acrylic paints. Do y'all have a favorite technique? I'll try put it in caps so I can look up and catch y'all's comments. How's the family? The family's fine. Thanks, Cheryl. How's the family? Deborah likes Blick color pencils. Let me try to click on some of them. Our girl likes Ohuhu. I've got some of those Ohu, but again, alcohol markers bleed through, so you got to be careful what you use those on. Inktense. Jerry likes Inktense. And Sarah's a pencil. look at your Avi. Her Avi's a bunch of pencils. Pencil Gold, Prismas, Lumis, Pablos. I don't have Pablos. I have what's it called? The Poly. I got Polys, Lumis, and Holbees and Prismas, and the Cobra. You know those, and but I don't have Pablos. I do have a couple of Amazon ones, and the watercolor. I have a few different watercolor ones. I have Inktense. Let's see. Find different paper requires different brand of color pencils. Yeah, that is true. Not too many papers are real picky about your pencils, but some are. Some are like Nicholas. Anyway, some of his papers from Asian papers, and some of them, the Asian color books have like a watercolor paper. So some of them are a little finicky. You have to, know about. Lyra watercolor pencils, highlight and laughter. Let's see. Molly likes alcohol markers and acrylic wash with her Prismas. Patricia, clean color watercolor markers. Jane Davenport color pencils. An acrylic wash, Margie, is watered down acrylic paint. You have your acrylic paints and you add water to them and water them down so that they're see-through, so that you can still see the line art, and you can do a base of a wash. And color pencils, as long as it's a matte paint. And I just use craft paint, but it has to be matte. If you use metallic, gloss, your color pencils are not going to go over that. But a matte craft paint like this, watered down as a base, as a background, then pencils will love that. Because it gives it a little tooth. Okay, so Julie said her Holbein's from Japan for your birthday. Holbees are nice. Yeah, the Holbees are nice. They're expensive, but they're nice. Let's see. Julie, thanks for showing the acrylic paint. I know. I'm telling you. Watered down acrylic paint is a game changer because the Prismas go right. I mean, you can do so many techniques, right? So many techniques on top of watered down acrylic paint. And I've got tons of videos on it, guys. Just look in my color pencil playlist. Tiger Princess likes gel pens. I'm going to be buying more because they don't seem to flow. Yeah, gel pens can be a little finicky. They can be, depending on the brand. And Trisha likes the Arteza or Arteza, depending on how you want to say it. Sarah is learning to use Inktense, not as comfortable with those yet. Yeah, any kind of watercolor pencil type things are going to be, there's a learning curve. Kathy Arbor, I like it all. And don't forget, guys, Kathy Arbor does classes on Thursday at 1 p.m. So Kathy Arbor, if Picola or somebody wants to put in Kathy Arbor's link, She has classes that she does on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern on her channel. You can find her just by going to Kathy Arbor, Kathy Cass. Yeah. Let's see what else. And Leo's grandma likes polys and acrylic. Dawn likes polys and prismas. Oh, you're welcome, Kathy. Yeah. Kathy's an awesome artist, guys. Awesome artist. Thanks. Thanks, Jane. Um, let's see, I don't know how you say. Yeah, the Arteza. Yeah, they're a good price point. Let's see. Okay, so Janet, oh, sorry. Trying to click on everybody. Janet says she just found Twinkle June, who has beautiful art. Okay, I'll have to go look for Twinkle June. There's Twinkle June. I'll have to try to remember. I try to scrub through my chat and go find new people after the show. So let's see. And there's Picola put the link to Kathy Cass Arbor's channel. And also, guys, if you don't follow Kathy Cass Arbor, I forget what her, I think it's Kathy Arbor on IG. Kathy posts the most beautiful, stunning flowers from her garden you will ever see. And I'm not exaggerating. If you want to see stunning floral photography, then go to Kathy Cass, her IG, her Instagram. She has a beautiful, here, let me take a moment. We'll take a moment. Oh, and then there she is that Picola just put it. Let me go ahead and go over to IG. Hang on, guys. Kathy Arbor. Okay. Let's just flip through some of her pictures, shall we? Wait, let me take that off there because it takes up space. There we go. So I'm going to just flip through some of Kathy's pictures here. If you want to see absolutely stunning florals, there's one of her paintings there. I think that was from one of her classes. Look at this. Look at these beautiful florals. So yeah, go over on IG and follow Kathy Arbor over there. I know, Ron, I'm telling you. And Kathy says if you want to use them in your artwork. So thank you, Kathy. All right, let's go back to our coloring here and finish this kimono, and then I'm going to add some detail to it with Posca. And I also a white Posca pen, and they come in a few different sizes. Here's two different ones here. They come in, thinner nibs and thicker nibs. You cannot go wrong with the white Posca in your coloring. There's so much that you can do with them. Highlighting, scrubbing them out. You can add the white Posca as a detail or a highlight. And then once the Posca's dry, you can go over it with your color pencil to change, knock back so it's not bright white, but it is still a bright highlight of a color, because you can go over it with your color pencils. Now you got to be careful depending on the paper that's under it. You don't want to scrub real hard on your Posca with pencil, because you'll just scrape it off, right? So you got to kind of be a little gentle with it. But yeah, you can do a lot with the Posca pen. So I'm just kind of taking my time here, trying to answer questions or talk about art and coloring. Okay, Kalora, thank you. Thank you so much for coming in. Lurk away. You have a good Wednesday too. Janet. Janet does watercolor painting, so yeah. Hi, Nanamo. Let's see, where did she go? There we go. Happy Wednesday. You're welcome. She got her book that Kenny sent us and sent out to Nanamo to the UK. So I'm glad it made it. You always hope that it gets over, the international things get there. And so that's good to know. Now let's see. I'll color and just look up. Color and look up. So put it in caps. I'm just doing a chill coloring today. If y'all have any requests or anything, you want to see any kind of art or anything like that, just let me know. We'll do rabbit trails. We do rabbit trails here all the time. We don't mind. We don't mind rabbit trails. Some people watching might not like rabbit trails, but we don't mind rabbit trails. Mm. So I'm trying to think anything else. Oh yeah, like I said, Hubster and he watched the first two seasons of The Mandalorian out in they binge watched it out there in LA with when he was with Annie a couple, well, 3 weeks ago. And so he's seen the first two seasons, and the third season now has already got, I think, 3 episodes already out. So but we have two, I think we got two more in season one. And so we've been watching a couple of episodes a night, and enjoying them. Oh, wait, gotta take that moment. Oh my goodness. But they are good. They kind of remind you, it's like the maker of the show, or the direct, I don't know if it was the director who makes those decisions, but anyway, it's like there's a little bit of Western. You can see different aspects from different movies, but it's like the it has the feel good feeling of the original Star Wars from the 70s. It has that good hero kind of um hero kind of story so far. Now I haven't seen I haven't seen them all yet, but um yeah, Elm. Let me write it down as soon as I finish coloring this. If y'all have any color books you want to see, let me write that down. Carolina. Okay, L wants to see that. And I'll go pull a few as long as I can find them. Now remember, I'm digging through 5 shelves or more, and not all the color books are on these shelves, like in any kind of order. I try to have all my Asian, the fancy ones that Melody has sent me over the years. I have those kind of all together on a shelf, but I don't have them all like categorized or cataloged, so to speak. A lot of them are by size, wherever I can fit them on a shelf. I try to have like all my Kirby's together, all my Bennett Klein ones together, that kind of thing. But yeah. Uh, Tips on shading and highlighting. Um, there's so many variables with that, and it also depends on the medium I'm using, whether I'm using pencils, watercolor, acrylic. Um, I would just suggest, if you want a lot of tips like that, to watch a lot of different artists. Color and Chat with Sammy. She's a good one. She does more tutorials. I don't really do tutorials. Like, I don't say, okay, I mean, I will try to mention certain colors I'm using, or the brand of pencil, or, this is a lime green, or, whatever. But I don't really, write them all out or post them or anything like that. Now, Sammy does. And again, I'm not going to speak and say all of her videos, but she does that more so than, a lot of color book girls do. And guys, there's color book guys too. But so she'd probably be a good one if you want to see more in depth pencil by pencil kind of shading and stuff. Because for me, I'm picking up just whatever I want. I'm, picking one up, going and shading and highlighting. um, The Road Not Taken. I don't know that one. The Road Not Taken, Claire? Is that a color book? I don't know that one. Janet. Oh my gosh, girl. Hi, Rita. Let's see. Everybody's laughing at Janet. Yeah, Sammy is great. Color and Chat, and that's color with the U. She's in the UK. So it's color, COLOUR, color and chat with Sammy. Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, she is. Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing. Let me keep going here. I'm just looking up every now and then. But anyway, there are a lot of color girls that do just color books, pretty much, exclusively just coloring and color books. Whereas here, guys, we don't just do color books. We do a lot of things. So it's, we'll do drawing, sketching, we'll do some inking. Of course, I, do my Inktober every year. Um, we'll do collaging, altered and abandoned books. We do a little of everything here, so it's not just exclusively color books. But that being said, the techniques all can cross over. The things that you use, like I just showed you a little while ago, that poster, that little mini poster that I used a color book page from to make that collage with the glitter and all that in it. So we do a little everything here. So it's not just exclusively coloring. But like I said, it all can cross over. The things you learn from coloring in a color book, you're learning blending and shading and color combinations and color theory, and you're learning techniques like how to, blend things and make things soft without it being too scratchy. I guess one of the main tip, and I always say this one, the main tip that when people message me and say, I used all the same colors that you used and I followed along with you, but my page doesn't look like right. It doesn't look like yours. What did I do wrong? And almost, I won't want to say 100% of the time, but like really almost 100% of the time. I don't know about a Robert Frost color book, Julia. I don't think I've heard of that one. Yes, I've done a lot of grayscale, Leo, especially Bennett Klein's grayscale. I've done a lot of grayscale. Some are more grayscale than others. So there are some books that are much more grayscale than others. Some are lightly grayscaled, like more like the Bennett Klein. Some are heavily grayscale, but I've done grayscale too. But anyway, the thing that almost invariably is what they've done, I don't want to say done wrong, but newbie colorists almost never do enough contrast. They don't have enough dark darks and light lights. It's almost always the case that they don't have enough contrast. They don't put enough, and I don't want to say just pressure on your pencil, but kind of. Like, let me give you an example. Let me get a piece of paper. Let me get a little piece of paper here. Let's get a piece of scratch paper here. Let me get something to color on because this is pretty roughed up from a lot of different things. So let me put my bookmark in here. So let's just get a red or something that'll show up really well. Here's a magenta. All right, so let's just say you have a couple flower petals here. So, I'll tell people to maybe use a red and an orange. I'm just going to pull a couple for an example. And so what they'll do is they'll spend a lot of time shading and blending a couple of things. Like I'm just using red and orange here for an example, okay, just because it'll show up on camera. So they'll do some nice blending. And I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just showing you what most people do not do. Okay. All right, so they'll have it colored like this. And I'm using Prismacolor here because they blend really well. Okay, so and they'll spend some good amount of time getting that blend just nice, a nice blend. Okay, so they'll do something like that, and they don't understand why it doesn't look like mine. And well, I'll show you why. So here, this will be. I'll do the same thing over here. All right, so we're going to do the same thing here. Let's outline that a little better. So, okay, so we're gonna do a nice little blend here with the orange and the red. Somebody was asking about shading and blending a minute ago, so here's a good little example. Okay, so going in there. Now let's go with a little more red into the orange. And, like I said, they might leave it at this. And the orange and the red are nicely blended. And I would, again, show, a little bit more time. But here's the next step, okay? Here's the next step. You've got to have dark darks. Okay. You see what I mean by the contrast? They don't go from here to here. They stop at this. And then also, if you want even more contrast and detail, this is why I always say a Posca. There might be a highlight here, and you can smear it with a pencil. I mean, your finger. You can smear the Posca. So you'll have some more detail like this, So that's usually the case. They're shading okay, they're blending the colors okay, but they don't do it dark enough. And you could even go darker than this. Let me get even a darker red. And another shade of orange. So you see what I'm talking about? See what I'm stepping in? Smell what I'm stepping in? That's true. That's true. Now there is just go, and if y'all have some, go ahead. If you want to recommend some color girls and guys, there's just mostly girls, like I recommended Color and Chat with Sammy. If there's some more that you want to recommend, let me click on them. Do I have classic movie poster? No, I don't think I have that one. Classic movie. I have some that have classic movies in them. Like I have Westerns. Hubster and I did a page together. We did, well, actually, we've done it twice. I think we've colored a couple of pages in the Western, in the Western book. So anyway, and then you can get some more shadows and you can just keep building it up. But the thing about this, guys, this takes time. This takes time to do, right? It takes some time to do. And if you're doing a whole color book page and you want to get it done like that quick, then you're not going to get this result. It's going to take time to do this. All right, so let's see who wants to recommend one of their favorite color book, guys or girls. Okay, so I recommended Color and Chat with Sammy. Do y'all have some more recommendations? I'll click on them if you do. So, thank you, Julia. Yeah. You see how much more depth it has, more form when you shade and not just flat? And I've never heard of Denise Cleet. Never heard of Denise Cleet. Caprice. So I don't know about that one. Okay, so Julia says Lucy just adds color in the UK. Nana says Color Dreams with Monja Gates. Okay, thank you, Nana Mo. Elizabeth Nyberg. Monja Gates is an artist and has a channel. Okay. So y'all, you that want to develop your coloring skills, because like I said, I don't do just coloring here. I try to do maybe color once a month, and sometimes we'll do 2 times a week if we're carrying over into something else. But we do so many other things, So if you want to, okay, so let's see who else. Zucchini. Now I do know Zucchini Kitty. So as y'all say them, I'll try to click on them. So, thank you, Sherry Bug, for the super sticker. Thank you so much for the $3.99 super sticker. Make sure you email me your address so that I can send you out a thank you. Let me write that down, Sherry. I try to write them all down so I know who's super chat or PayPal tipped me, so I can send you a print. But you have to send me your address. Here's my email that I use for you guys. There we go. There's my email. Email me, Sherry Bug, so I can send you out a print. Let's see who else. Color My World is another. I'm trying to click on all the ones that are getting. Hi, Shy. Good to see you. It's been a while. Good to see you. Yeah, thank you so much. There's Pacola's. Thank you so much, Pacola. You're just so awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it when you guys support the channel. And yeah, so I guess Mama Four knows Sherry. And thank you, Julie. All right, so y'all got some more. Oh, coloring with Vicky. I know coloring with Vicky. Oh, thank you so much. Well, watch the recordings. That's why we record. And I do keep the chat up. Once in a while, YouTube will do something and the chat doesn't ever appear, but it's kind of rare when that happens. And I don't even know why it happens. But occasionally the chat won't be there. But 99% of the time, the chat comes up. It may take a few hours for the chat to come up because, our shows are long, 3-4 hours long. So it takes a little while for YouTube to get them rendered and the chat to get rendered. So yeah, color and chat with Sammy. I mentioned her. Yeah, she's my hiya girl. Oh, okay, Mama Four. Let's see. Coloring Bliss with Donna. Hi, some big jerk. How you doing? Hey, hey. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah. All right. So you can see the difference here when you take it to the next level, right? Take it to the next level when you're don't just stop at the shading and blending. Do real high contrast is what will make the difference in the dark shading. Let's see, Lovelia's coloring. I don't know, Gabriel. It's not familiar. You're upright ambulatory. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's always good, some big jerk. And I said hi to Arlene, coloring with Alina. So y'all catch these and go look at their channels. If you like what they do, subscribe or go watch them. And yeah. So let's see who else. I'm probably missing people. Hi, Afro Sensible Sister. I clicked on your suggestion. I don't know if I said good morning to you. Good morning. So, okay, so let's go back to the page we're working on here. It's very simple. All right, we're just coloring in the background now, and then I'm going to take some Posca and add a little bit more detail here. And Sarah, hi Sarah, Moonlit Crafter. Let's see, let's click on that. Simple art for adults with Aaron. Some good videos. Only hasn't made anything recent. Okay. And all right, I'm going to look away for a minute, guys. I'm going to go back here and finish this background. So, but I do. One of my favorite topics is I love talking books. If I wasn't an art YouTuber, I'd be a booktuber. I would be a booktuber. I don't have time to do another channel, but I love talking books. Y'all know we show a lot of books here. I try to mostly show art books, but I read a lot and love books, always have. So if I wasn't an art tuber, I'd be a booktuber because I love talking books. And there are a lot of good booktube people. That's why well, not anytime, but a lot of times I show y'all the new books that I get because I just like sharing books. Oh, let me move that off there. It's kind of covered up. There we go. All righty. But this is a chill. This is chill. Talking books are great. So having to read. See, I don't. And I understand a lot of people. Not you, big jerk, but some. Like our friend Jean, who has a vision. Like she only has like 10% vision and things like that. I understand that there is an awesome thing to be able to have. And if I couldn't read regular books, I would be doing audiobooks. My problem with audiobooks, and I just don't do them, is because when I listen to them, then I hear the voice of the reader in my head rather than the voice of the characters. Does that make sense? And then even so, even if they did character voices, it's like I want to make up the voices myself. I want the voices that I hear um, in the whether it's a story or anything. Now if I'm doing some kind of history something, or then that wouldn't matter so much. But any kind of story or the character, I want to be able to imagine the voice of that character myself and not have it told to me, you know? So that's just me. Yeah, and a lot of people prefer reading and do both. Some people do. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's benefits to it. I've always loved real books. I've just loved books. So, um, but audiobooks that's a great service to a lot of people. And if they're not readers, and a lot of people, if they didn't grow up reading and loving books, but they've grown up, with more technology, then they're more apt to listen to a book than read. It's better than nothing. I'll tell you. I'd rather people listen to books and not do any at all, you know. But there's just something about holding a book in your hand and reading it yourself. But I am glad that there are audiobooks for people like Jean that can't read, and unless it's, and probably even large print probably would be, she could do it, but it wouldn't be comfortable. Just like I can't read the old paperbacks, the old pulp paperbacks, because they're so tiny. I mean, I can read them, the tiny, tiny print in those old paperbacks, but it's not comfortable to read them. Okay, so there we got the base in here. Yeah, yeah, and whatever works. Do I ever sleep? Well, my kids are grown. It's just me. It's me and Hubster. And so I do what I love. I love to do art and read, read and study. Those three things. It's pretty much all I do. I'm not a social person. I don't have people over. A lot of people have parties and like to go. I did a lot of that when I was young, really young. I mean, more social butterfly, hanging out with a lot of people and doing a lot of things and going a lot of places. I just don't do it anymore. I like this, like doing my art, reading, and studying at home. I'm just, but I'm not antisocial or anything. I'm here with you guys. I'm socializing with you guys. And I know that's not enough for most people, especially young people, that have kids, they're raising kids, they want to have friends and do things, and they hang out with moms and dads with their kids, and so it's just this is the stage of my life that I'm at where I'm enjoying doing the things I love because after when you work all your life bringing up your kids and stuff like that, and of course we were in the military. I grew up in the military. I married the military. We moved every few years, so you always had to make friends fast. So but I'm retired and get to do my commission work and entertain you guys. Hi Devin, you sleeping again? Well, you must have needed it. Sleep's important. Yeah, I know. So Janet and I have done like we did that. We did the I can't think of the name of the book where we solved the puzzle. I could go grab it off the shelf. It's in the other room shelf. Uh, Janet and I solved that puzzle book. What was the name of it again, Janet? The book we did. I want to say. Oh, what was it? Started with a D, didn't it? Anyway, so Janet and I worked on that together and solved that. And we would love to read S together. I should go get them. I should go get them both to show you. But the writing is so small. Oh, thanks, sister. Sister, I can't wait till I can live the life, the Dee Dee life. Yeah, and yeah. Let me hang on. Let me go grab them. Just a minute. Let me go. Let me. Oh, sat on my foot too long. Oh. Hang on. Think I took S downstairs. Let me go get it's dubious documents is the one Janet and I hang on. Let me go get the other one. Be right back. Okay, I found it. All right, so let me take a sip of juice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, dubious documents. Okay, let me just back out just to click for a minute. All right, so cover that one because this has a shine to it that throws the camera off. Okay, so dubious documents. Well, let's just move it out of the way. This is a little book, Nick Bantock. If y'all ever read any of the Griffin and Sabine books or any of the other, I think I have all but one of Nick Bantock's books he ever put out. I catch my breath. I just ran from room to room and up and down the stairs. So he put this out, was it a couple of years? Oh, I don't want y'all to see the answer. So let me go here. Let me go over here to the side and see what year it came out. I think it was like was it 2 years ago? I think it was 2018. It could have been 19. I'm trying to find the 2018. So it's a puzzle, okay? But I kept me and Janet's notes, but I don't want y'all to know because I don't want to spoil it, right? Okay, so there's Post-it notes all through here and the answers and things. So I don't want to spoil it. But what it is you have to solve an individual puzzle off of each poster. There's clues, and then you have to find the one word from that puzzle. And then all 12 posters, I think it's 12, I think it was 12, maybe 14. And then you have to unscramble those words to solve the answer. Okay, Bacola. And so each one has a little envelope, and the envelope could have clues on it too. So the envelope or the poster, so everyone, I'm just going to make sure there's no Post-it notes on them so that I don't give anything away. See, hang on. Let me take my Post-it note away. Okay, and just the art, the Nick Bantock art on the little posters is amazing in and of itself. He's one of my favorite collage artists. So there's clues on each one, and there's a not a key, but a thing that tells you what you have. 16. There's 16 different, one for each poster, right? And you have to decipher the clue for each of the 16 posters. And then from there, you have to unscramble that to find the end answer. Okay. So anyway, Janet and I did this on the phone, and we did it in I don't know, how many hours do you think? We did it, I think we did it in 2 days, or we were on the phone for 2 different days for a few hours. We did it pretty quick between the two of us. Between the two of us, we solved this book. So anyway, I'm just going to try to show you. I don't want y'all to see the answers. I'm going to stick my Post-its back in there. So I'll show you a couple of the posters. So there's a little 16 envelopes. And each one has its own little poster. Let's take off the clue or the answer or some of our notes. So you see, look, there's maps, and it could be anything. It could be Janet. But we had so much fun doing it. It's more fun to do it with somebody. But it could be anything. It could be anything on here. That could be the answer to your clue. You've really got to think about what the clue says. And you don't want to mix up your envelopes and your posters. Just saying. That would be bad news. So there's 16 of those, and they're all just so amazing with the Nick Bantock art, right? So, and he did have an online contest, but Janet and I didn't go look at, because we didn't want to get any spoilers, right? So, but I think there was a contest, and whoever got it right, I don't know, it was the first one. I don't know. I didn't go look. So anyway, it's really a fun little book. And yes, the clue can even be on the envelope. Yes. So, but anyway, I'll read you the back. Dear reader, you hold in your hands a folio containing 16 illuminated envelopes, each containing an illustrated document. Within, you will find a riddle. Diligently examine the artifacts inside the enigma enigmatic anthropology of blurred time and place and decode the message that was passed down by a 15th century ancestor of mine. Crack the conundrum and you will find the answer that may well change your thinking for a long time to come. Good luck, Magnus Berlin. And it's Nick Bantock. So, yeah. Okay, so there's that. So anyway, this is the one Janet was talking about. It's S. Okay. J.J. Abrams and Doug Dorst are the ones that did this book. Janet and I were so excited to do this together when we first started it. But we didn't get far, and I'll tell you why. Mostly me, I think, that the reason why we didn't get too far. First off, it comes in, when I bought it, it was wrapped. If you buy this online, you better make sure it's wrapped, because if you lose even one piece of paper out of it, it's probably not going to be right. So it does come sealed. It came completely sealed and wrapped in plastic. So I would recommend getting a new wrapped in plastic sealed copy. Okay. So what it is, it's in a dust jacket, it's in the sleeve like this. Okay. And the book is made to look like an old library book. Okay. It's made to look like an old library book of the Ship of Theseus. Okay. So it has all these little, it's just got tons of, it's like an old library book, everything. Look, book for loan. Everything looks like an old library book. Now, here's the thing. It's about a man and a woman, and I'm probably going to forget some of it because it's been a while since I even thought about the book. And it's a professor that was like in bad standing. I don't know if he got kicked out of the university, but anyway, he meets this girl, and through a book in the library, they start annotating to each other, and then the annotations, the blue, black, red, and I think even green, orange. Yeah, orange and green. So there's all these different colors of annotation. And they're so freaking tiny. That's the problem. It's not that there's so many. I love all the annotations. I love to annotate my own books, but these are so tiny to read. When I write small, I can read my own small writing because I just can. But when it's so small, and look at this. And all the black writing flows through the book. The blue writing is another period of time. The orange is another period of time. The green is another period of time. And you have to put all that together with all the clues. And the clues need to really be in that part of the book where they are. Okay. You can't like take this out and put it in the back. You don't do that. Everything needs to be in its place. So anyway, it's a big puzzle, and there's tons of annotation, tons of little pullouts and a faux documents and stuff like that. And there's a lot to it. And Jan and I were really going to get into it, but it's so tiny. It's so tiny. Oh my gosh. And, some of it's like in pencil and it's very light and it's kind of erased. Some of it's in pen in cursive. And, and there's just tons of, I don't know if I can just kind of flip here so you can kind of see how much stuff is inside the books. There's just little cards and little ephemera. And a napkin, a real napkin. This book is, there's a lot to it. Now, I think it wasn't cheap. I think it was about $50, but just all kinds of, photos and papers, and it's just so much. And, to solve it, you've got to read all this annotation, which is on literally every single page. Julia's is too short for that book. Well, see, this is the kind of stuff. I love this kind of stuff. And so does Janet. We both love this kind of stuff. But, if you can't enjoy the reading of it because it's so hard to read, I mean, if this was a real mystery I was trying to solve for my own benefit, then I would go to the trouble to do it. But just for a fictional, book, I'm not that invested. I'm not that invested in it. But I love the book. I love the book. And it's like the old library book. And look, there's even a star chart thing in here. And I mean, there's just all kinds of things. But if you do buy it, make sure you get one that is new and sealed. And I got mine sealed and with plastic on it. So, but anyway, yeah. So that's the kind of that's the kind of thing Janet I like to do. Now, Janet's also, what's that other one, Janet, that you read and Miss Vicky B is now reading? What is that one? I said no, I'm not going to do it. But Janet read it and Miss Vicky B was reading it last I saw a couple weeks ago. What's the name of that one? Yeah, you have to have a magnifier. I know, and I've got some, Cheryl, but that's no fun to read. It's no fun to read with a magnifying glass, not a novel. You know what I mean? Like I said, if I was doing true research, that's one thing. Alligator. Oh, is it Vicky BR? How you been, Alligator Vicky? And Vicky BR. Vicky is one, and Julie Topaz. They're two of the very first people I met in streaming 10 years ago. How you been, Vicky? Thanks, Julie, for letting me know. How you doing? It's good to see you. Good to see you too, stranger. We got to drag her back here every so many years. Yeah, then you feel like Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, I love it. Don't be dissing on my Sherlock now. I love me some Sherlock. And I've even got books by other authors that make their own stories about Sherlock Holmes. I love Sherlock. Yeah, House of Trees. Is that what it was? Is it House of Trees or House of Leaves? What is it called? House of Trees or House of Leaves? No, it wasn't House of Leaves. Is it House of Trees, Janet? You should know. You have the book. But anyway, Miss Vicky B is reading that now, or was. So she says she's doing okay. Oh, I know. I was teasing you, Devin. I know you weren't dissing on him. Hi, Kimberly. So yeah, I don't remember if it was House of Trees or House of Leaves. I don't know why. For some reason I'm thinking Leaves, but anyway. Yeah, Vicky. But you have to have, I wear trifocals. A trifocaling person to read that is like, I can do it, but it's not fun, right? It's not fun. Yeah. Little sister, have you ever read, now I'm going to have to go down and get her books again, so I can't think of her name right off the top of my head. The woman that writes Mrs. Sherlock. If Sherlock had married and they went on adventures together, they're very well written. You have to get the right kind of book about if they're going to do a riff on Sherlock. But these are really good. Have you read those? The Bees. What was the name of the first one? I'd have to go downstairs and grab it. Yeah, it's really tiny, Vicky. It's really tiny. But now you ought to do this one then, Vicky. Dubious Documents. This one is not hard to read. It's big. You saw one with mostly pictures. One sentence clue for each of the 16 documents. Get this one, Vicky. Nick Bantock's Dubious Documents. Get that one. House of Leaves. Okay, I couldn't remember either. Yeah, House of Leaves. So Janet read House of Leaves, and she goes, "Yeah, it's an odd book." And when she read about it to me, I said, I don't know. But Miss Vicky B, I think, is reading it now. So, you haven't not seen. Okay, hang on 1 minute. It'll only take me a second to let me take this book down. And I'll go grab that. Hang on, because if you like Sherlock, you'd like this. Hang on. Okay. Out of breath. I pulled a couple of authors. Y'all told y'all I love to talk books. So I pulled three different authors that I like, or three different series that I like. All right, hang on. Sip of juice. Yeah, Vicky BR is not Miss Vicky B. That's a different Vicky. But Miss Vicky B is reading The House of Leaves. All right, hang on. So the Mrs. Sherlock ones, hang on, I got three different books I'm going to show you. So Little Sister Cheryl, this is the one I was talking about. Oh. Lori R. King. Now, if you look her up, make sure you put the R in. I won't tell you why. You don't want the other Lori King. Make sure you put the R in there. So Lori R. King, these are just three, probably, I'm thinking there's might be, gosh, close to, dare I say 20, 15 different books. And you really should try to read them in order if you can. And I know, right, because I've been running up and down the stairs. So Mary Russell is the woman, and she's writing as Mrs. Sherlock Holmes. And they are amazing. But you really need to start at the beginning if you can. And I don't think, what's this? Let's see. The Beekeeper's Apprentice. The Beekeeper's Apprentice is the first one in the series. So I'm not sure. She has also she writes as different detectives, and she writes as different, there's different series. But these are the Mary Russell novels. The Beekeeper's Apprentice is the first one. Here's the language. I just pulled three out off the shelf. I got lots of them. But so anyway, I'm not sure if this one is, I think this one may not be a Mary Russell. But anyway, she writes different books too. But look for the Beekeeper's Apprentice book as the first one. So Lori R. King and as Mary Russell. Okay. All right. So there's that one. The other one too that I really like, and I just pulled three of each of theirs. Martha Grimes. Her books are a Scotland Yard detective. Richard Jury is his name. These you do not have to necessarily read in order, but it's probably good if you read a couple of the earlier ones first, so you get to understand who Richard Jury and his, compatriots are, But anyway, so Martha Grimes and all her books, the Richard Jury books, all the Richard Jury books are names of pubs in England, or they could be fictional. I don't know if they're actual real ones, but they're weird pub names. And I guess that's a thing in the UK, that pubs are named weird things. The case is altered. So they're all pub names. The Blue Lass. I just pulled three of them. The Lamora Wink. Oh, let me see how many. And again, there's probably 20 in this series. Let's see. Do we have some? The Man with the Load of Mischief, The Old Fox Deceived. These are the names of pubs. The Five Bells, the Old Silent, the End of the Pier, A Horse You Came In on, Rainbow's Inn, Hotel Paradise. No, wait a minute. I'm not sure if that might be. Well, it says no. That's also by Martha Grimes. I don't know that that's one of the Richard Jury ones. Hotel Paradise, maybe. Anyway, so these are awesome. If you like detective mysteries and Scotland Yard and England and the gentry, and I don't know. I love these. So Martha Grimes, but Richard Jury, get those because she has other books too. So you want to get the Richard Jury ones, okay? All right. The other one that I want to, these are some of my very favorite books, and I don't have an original book to die. I have a paperback of it. John Dunning, The Bookman's Wake. Oh, they're Cliff Janaway. So he's a retired policeman that opens a bookstore, but he still does these cases, right? And Book to Die was the first one. And again, I don't have I don't even know what year that came out in. Where's my phone? But I think there's 4 in the series. Is there 4 in the Cliff Janaway? Maybe 5. There's either 4 or 5. I think it might be 5. There might be 5 in this series, and they're older. So hang on, let me look it up. Booked to Die. John Dunning. Hang on. Oh, you you heard pugs when I said pubs? Little sister. Yeah. They were different pubs. Okay, so Book to Die. Let's see. When did it come out? I'm going to look it up. I just went to a used bookstore thing here. Full review. I want a date. I just want a date. I don't know, maybe good. I don't know where to look for the best. All right, that's just let me put publishing date in here. Publishing date. Because it's just taking me to bookstores. All right, 1992. So Book to Die, the first one came out in 1992. And these have all come out since. Well, I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even know if he's still alive. I don't know. I haven't read a John Dunning since the 90s because that's when I think all these came out, maybe the early 2000s. But anyway, they are some of my favorite. He wrote these books like before all the bookstore cozy mysteries came out. Now there's tons of cozy mysteries about bookstores. These were they're just so good. I should reread them just because I know I'd re-love them again. So anyway, let's see here. I don't have the original, the Book to Die. Well, I have it in paperback, but I wanted to bring up some hardbacks to show you. Okay. So, see, I told you I'm going to go. If we talk a book, it's like I'm off on it. Okay. So let me just read a little bit about, The Bookman's Wake. This was the second one. Denver rare bookman Cliff Janaway is back. Rarely does a book inspire such critical praise and word-of-mouth excitement as did John Dunning's first Cliff Janaway novel, Book to Die. Hailed both for the power of its writing and for its revelations of the arcane but absorbing world of rare books, Book to Die, it has itself become a treasured find in the collectible book market. Now John Dunning has surpassed Book to Die with a richly nuanced novel that is sure to take him to an even more exalted level of acclaim. The story starts and ends aptly with a book, a very special book, a 1969 edition of Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven, published by the tiny, prestigious Grayson Press of North Bend, Washington. No bibliography mentions the 1969 edition. If it indeed exists, it could be worth a fortune to the right collector. It's a kind of book somebody might kill for. In fact, somebody probably already has. Ex-Denver cop Janaway is happily at work selling rare and used books when one day a former police colleague, Clyde L. Slater, arrives with an offer. Janaway never has much care for Slater, and he doesn't like him any better now. But Slater's proposal is intriguing. Slater runs a detective agency, and he wants Janaway to go to Seattle to pick up a young woman fugitive and deliver her to her bail bondsman and a distinct court in Taos, New Mexico. The woman is wanted for burglary and assault. She may also have the stolen copy of the 1969 Grayson Press Raven, when she ransacked the Taos house. A rare book angle gets to Janaway every time, and he could say no to a $5,000 fee, even though the money could buy him some special books. But he couldn't turn down a chance to find a hitherto unknown copy of the Raven. Janeway flies to Seattle. Well, all right, I won't read the rest, but you get the idea. They're just I just love these books. I'm going to hug them for just a minute. I'm just going to take a moment to hug. So anyway, there's 3 of my favorite mystery authors. Those are 3 of my favorite mystery authors. Okay, should we go back to coloring? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got pretty much, I got just a little bit more right here. The background done. And it's so good to see you, Vicky BR. And anytime I do Vicky, I'm always with the quotes, it always means Vicky BR. So yes, you got Dee Dee books. Yes. Oh, I do. I love my books. Okay, so now I'm going to take a Posca. Let's see if this is the smallest one. Maybe this one. Whoops. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? I shook the cap off and the marker went flying. Where'd it go? Under my chair. Well, good grief. Where did I shut the thing? It's totally gone. Where'd it go? Oh my gosh. Seriously? It couldn't have gone that far. Oh, there it is under the table. Okay, hang on. All right. All right. So, it's good to see you too, Vicky. Don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger. It's so good to know that you're all right. Because, we see you every other year for 5 minutes, Vicky? All right, so now what I'm going to do, let's zoom back in because we were zoomed in. Okay. All right, so now what I want to do is I might outline some of this, but I know I want to put some dots in there, but maybe I'll circle. Do I want to circle them or not? I don't think I do. So let me go ahead and put the black marker back over that where I put the white. I don't think I want to circle it. I think I just want to put the white dots. All right, so let's go back to this red here. I think I just want the white dots. Maybe, do I want to go around the leaves? I think I want to do the leaves in a green. So anyway, all right, so first let me just do this. I'm going to put some white dots in the back on the black background. And then I think I want to outline the green ones with a green Posca. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, you can't even hardly see that, can you? Can you see those white dots? They're very tiny, which is what I wanted to do. But kind of like throwing a bucket of stars, but one by one. And then I think I'll get a thin green, or you know what? Maybe a green gel pen, glitter gel pen. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. We'll go for the green gel glitter pen after this. I can't even see those white dots on camera. Let me turn down the light just a tiny bit. Still can't really see them. They're so tiny. Very faint. Okay, because I want them very, very tiny. I just wanted just little tiny little dots. Yeah, so I was going to say sorry for the rabbit trail, but I'm really not sorry for the rabbit trail, especially if it's a book rabbit trail. I told you if I wasn't doing art, it would be books. It would be booktubing. All right, so let's see if I can do a glitter gel pen maybe. All right. You can barely see those white dots on camera. All right, let's see. Let's see. The metallic. I can go with the Kaiser if there's a green in there. I'm not sure. Let's see. These are the best metallic gel pens. And I think there's a set of another 12 different colors. I'm not sure. I'm in Hobby Lobby. Kaiser Craft, I believe, is an Australian company, but these are sold at Hobby Lobby. And of course, online. You miss the rabbit trails? Mystery of the Nile. Sherlock puzzle. Like what kind of a puzzle? Like a puzzle or a book of puzzles? What kind of puzzle, little sister? So these pens they're very thin. I mean, they're like they're small. They're skinny. They're a skinny pen. It's hard to tell, but they're really a skinny pen. See how little they are? But they're a very fine point gel pen, and they're metallic. Can you see that like needle point there? Very. Trying to get it to show up. So let's just see if it shows up enough. I'm not sure. I'm gonna get it working over here. Got to get another. There we go. I'm not sure if it's going to show up enough to do this. You can barely see it if I tilt it. I'm not sure it's worth all the trouble. Maybe if I do gold, because the green's not going to show up. Gold or the copper. Let's see the gold. Let's test the gold one. Is that going to show up? It's so fine point, I can't even see it. See, it's well, let me, I was going to try to show it to you, but it's such a fine point, I don't even think you're going to see it. I can barely see it. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, to tell you the truth. Let's try a copper. Let's see if that shows up better. I just want something that's going to kind of show up around these leaves. All right, this one's showing up the most, but it's still not showing up that much. I don't think it's going to be worth the time to do it. Let's make sure it's working there. There we go. I'll do a couple leaves and we'll see. Or maybe let's go around these red things. See if that shows up. Yeah, see, it's just not showing up, guys. It's so tiny. I mean, the pen is so tiny. So that kind of leaves off those, but we're still in it. Let me see what else we got. Something a little thicker. Okay, let's try this gel pen. Let's try the Jelly Roll glitter pen. Okay, let's try the Jelly Roll. Now, I haven't used these in a while. Let's see if I can get it going. Oh, it's still working fine. You can kind of see it around the red. All right, let's go with this one. Is that going to show up any better? I don't know, guys. This isn't really going to be a good test because it's not showing. All right, one more. All right, my next option. Well, but the last option I want to try, I can't do it because it takes a while to dry. So let me do her hair and face first. Then we're going to do something else. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get a couple of skin tones here. I'm not going to do anything too fancy. I'm just going to do just a nice base face here. I want to do her hair, and I have another idea. We're going to, well, those of y'all that know what stickles are, we're going to stickle it. We're going to stickle it the green. So I'm just going to do a quick little bit of shading here. What time is it? It's almost 11. Okay. Yeah, after lunch, I'm going to run the post office and get that commission mailed. If y'all didn't see it, I'll show it again real quick in a minute. If you weren't here earlier, the commission I did for Siren Song is her name here. But that's not her name. That's not her name on IG. That's why I didn't know. I said, Siren Song says she's the one that, yes, she has two different names. But anyway, I did a dog commission for her. She did it it's for a gift. All right, so let's just put a little bit of skin shading here. So here's the dog commission that I did for her. It's in plastic, so it's a little flashed out, but there. She liked it, so yeah. So I got to get that in the mail after lunch. Okay, so now let's do the hair. I'm going to want it to be black with some highlights. We could do a blue or purple. Let's do purple highlights. Do I have a green? No, I don't have a green Wink of Stella. I only have a clear and a silver. Yeah, but that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Miss Padwina, is Wink of Stella. But I'm going to go with, hang on, I'm going to reach up over here. I'm pretty sure I have a green one somewhere. Let's see. Hang on. Yeah, got a green. This is one of my old vacuum cleaners, like 4 vacuum cleaners ago. You know, they don't ever last. Used a filter like that. This was the size of the filter that the vacuum cleaner had, and it fits perfectly with stickles. So I have a few of these. I saved the plastic from the filter to store my stickles in. So we're going to go with this stickles. Look at that. Oh, that's going to be awesome. All right, let's finish her hair. All right, so I'm going to have, let's just put some, it's going to be shiny here. And you can also, again, use your Posca. You can use the Posca to do a few highlights and knock it back. So it doesn't have to be white. Okay, so there's where the highlights are going to be there. Maybe a little further down. Okay, so now I'm going to, starting out really light because you don't want to lose each strand. But be really dark here at the clip where it's all clipped together right there. So let's just get a nice coat. A base, I should say. So what's everybody else got planned the rest of the week? Anything? I did start putting up Christmas decorations because I got some new stuff. I wanted to put it up. I got some new Christmas decorations. So I started putting up my garlands with the lights in them. Might as well, right? Might as well. Start the Christmas. Let's start some Christmas cheer, right? All right. So, let me go back to her the scalp, and you always got to make sure that you know, if their scalp is showing, you make sure that you kind of color that in too. Nothing planned. What a surprise, Vicky says. Oh my gosh. Okay, so little sister's saying it's a read a symbol and solve a puzzle. All right. Have to look for that, Sister Cheryl. Devin says, I started coloring a geisha princess in Coloring Haven. Ordered a couple color books too. I've colored a couple of the kimono girls. I think it was called Kimono is the name of the book that I have, Devin, from Coloring no, that's not Coloring Haven. That's Coloring that's a different one anyway. Hi, Judy. All right, so let's keep now I want to just kind of keep shading here. But I'm going to show you how you can put some extra highlights in it. I'm just taking my time and building it up. So again, this book right here is Tokyo Street Style. And there's the, let's see, because Zoe de los Casas. Or Zoe. Okay, I'm going to go back to the purple. It's just so chill. Now her hair is very neat and almost like, coiffed. So she wouldn't probably have any like little flyaway hairs very much. But if you want to do flyaway hairs, which this woman wouldn't have, it's just very coiffed. Then you can take your Posca and like flick hairs, like just kind of swirl a couple of hairs. And even though it's white, you can go over it if you want to with like purple or gray or whatever color. Okay, so you can see how it starts to build up, but we can still give her some highlights here. So by taking the Posca, so something about Kirby Roseanne's books, Nanamo. Let's see, Coloring and Kirby. Okay, yeah, Kirby Roseanne's Steampunk Cat. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's on the cover. The one that's on the cover. Yeah. Is it a hardback book? No, it's not a hardback, but it's like chipboard maybe. Yeah. Okay. So now you can take your white and add some highlights, and you don't have to leave it. You don't have to leave it white. Once it's dry, now you have to let it dry. Follow the area that you want highlighted, like across her crown of her head, like that. Okay. Just maybe right in there. Now you have to let that dry, and then you can go over it with the purple, and then it won't be white, so it doesn't look like she has gray hair, right? So then she's going to have, you can kind of do this. You can kind of just smudge it, have a few that are hairs like this, and you can have a little bit of highlight because her hair would probably be very shiny. She has, dark black hair. So just kind of put some highlights like this. Now, again, we're not going to leave this. Let that dry for just a second. And then you can go over it with the purple. But it'll still be brighter than it normally would. Okay. So let that sit for just a second. Yeah, it does. It's kind of, it's not exactly a hardback, but it's more than a paperback, Yeah. All right. Let me just hit it with the heat gun. I'll just be quicker. And then we can take the purple and go back over it, and it's still going to be lighter, but you'll be able to have those highlights. And you could leave a few real light ones if you want. It just gives that kind of shine. It gives a few little hairs that are a little shiny. And of course, you can always go back in with even some darker, especially where the clip is pulling the hair. Maybe a few extra black streaks. So who else has watched or is watching the new series of Mandalorian, or watch the first 2 seasons? Who's watched The Mandalorian? Yes, Vicky, I still have that same heat gun. I do. It's like 30 years old. I do have that same heat gun, Vicky. You watched the first 2, Al? You're watching it? Yeah. So we're watching it together too. Although Hubster's already seen the first 2 seasons, he's re-watching them with me. Oh my gosh. So I had to get me a child to go with it. All right, so. Well, anyway, I think you get the idea because I want to get onto the stickles. But if you want, let's just say she has a couple of loose hairs. She wouldn't. This woman, her hair is very coiffed. But you could have a few little loose hairs, just a couple. Now, what I would do now is after that dries, I'd go back over it with the purple. I wouldn't leave it white, but I'll leave it white for now so you can kind of get the idea. Or there may be a couple that are loose from under the barrette there. It wouldn't be that much. There we go. That's too much. And then once that's dry, you go over it with the, and I'll do that in a second because I want to do the stickles part. So you have to, if you want to do stickles, you have to do this last because it's going to take overnight to dry. Zeeley's watched it. Arlene said, I have to go adult. Okay, bye, Arlene. Oh, your refrigerator bit the dust. Okay, yeah, that's that's more important than sitting here watching me color, Arlene. Go take care of your food and your refrigerator that died. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see if I can shake this down if it's ready to go. Yep, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to put this on, then I'll hold it up so you can see it. We could even actually do the red too. We might as well. Let's do the red and the green. I wish those white dots showed up because I did them so tiny. Maybe I just should have made them bigger. And then thanks for all the lurkers. We've had a couple hundred people lurking. Well, I mean, here and lurking. So if you're a lurker, thank you for lurking. I don't mind lurkers. Appreciate anybody watching. Leave a thumbs up if you are so inclined. Thumbs down. They don't bother me either. It's just the nature of the YouTube beast. You're always going to get thumbs down. And it's okay. It counts as a watch. So, yeah. All right. And the point's really fine on these, so you can get some detail here. But it does, you have to kind of squeeze the bottle. Your hand gets a little tired. I have to reach up and get the red one. Yeah, because the glitter just wasn't the glitter gel pen was so fine point. I mean, I guess I could have just filled it in, but if I'm going to do that, I might as well do this with the stickles. And again, you have to set this aside for a few hours. Don't close the book. Go set it aside and let this dry. Okay. I hope y'all have enjoyed hanging out and doing some book talk, some color booking. Is there? Oh, somebody. The Carl L asked about the Carolina book. Oh, let me see if I can find that real quick after this. The Carolina color book. Okay. All right, there we go. Let's go right down that edge right there. It'll be a nice little touch, an outline. Okay. Oh, let me get the red. You're welcome, Al. Hang on 1 minute. All right. Now this is going to dull the red part down, but once it's dry, it will be nice and glittery, shiny. I'm almost tempted to do silver dots where I put those white dots, just become doing all this glittery bit. It might be nice. I know y'all can't see the shine yet. Hang on, I'm gonna hold it up to the camera and tilt it. And that's the other thing too, when you do any kind of glitter or metallics, if you want to photograph it, it never really shows up like you hope it would. Okay, let's get a clip here. Okay. All right, wait for it. All right, ready? Isn't that lovely? Loverly. Loverly. Okay, bye, Deidre. Thank you for coming in. Isn't it, Molly? Look how pretty that looks. So yeah, let's not get the little ribbon in there. All right, let me see if I can find the Carolina book. Let me scan my shelf here. Can't promise. Can't promise. Because it's a little book. It's a little square book. So it'll be, you know, a little easier to spot because it's tinier. But that also can make it a little hard to find because it's little. I'm looking for that little book. Where are you? I'll go to the other shelf here in just a minute. Because it says little square book. All right, let me come over to this shelf. Hang on. It shouldn't be too hard to find because it's small. But, here, got it. I got one of them anyway. Okay. All right, I found one. All right, let's put this aside to dry. All right, so this is a Carolina Kubikowska, the one I have, and I forget what this means. I forget what the, do I have it written in the back? Let me see. Okay, it's Polish and it means after other part of a dream. That's what I wrote down. Somebody translated it for me. I don't know who. But yeah. Okay. All right. Now, the thing about this particular book, LRS, it did start to fall apart. And I think a lot of people said that it was falling apart for them too. And so some of the pages came loose, if I'm not mistaken. But I started using ink tints and watercolor because, see, this is the cover. This is how she did hers. She did it like, you know, watercolory effect. So I started coloring it that way too. So I used watercolors, or I used the super tips, and with watering that down. Let me put these pins away here. That's a gel pin. They're not there. Let's put this away. Hang on, guys. Let me pick up this stuff so it all stays together. Okay. All right. So that was the translation that I got. I love that book. Yeah, see, mine did too, Miss Pudwina. Yeah, mine started to fall apart too. But so here we go. And I do have the pages. Let me see. Maybe I should back up one. Hang on. All right. All right. So it's still a little flashed out. Let's see. Let's darken it just a tad. Not too much, but there we go. It's better. That's more true color to the book. See, there we go. It wants to flash out. And so see how the pages are coming out? And a lot of people said that happened to theirs too. But you can kind of see, I'll kind of hold it up because you can see. So I did a kind of a watercolory look like she had hers. And then this brown page, came that way. This came this way. That's the way the book looks, right? So you can see I haven't finished all the background here. So we have it in different stages. But it's an odd book. It's an odd book. You know, it's like well, you know, you can kind of see for yourself. And somebody says that there's a place online where you can translate the Polish, the little bits of story that she tells in here. So you can kind of see, here we go. I just did like a watercolory wash thing. I can still go back in here and do more. Look, see, you can do more shading. is just this book was a lot of demo. We did a lot of demoing out of this book, you know, so it's not really, I wouldn't say done, but yeah, see the eye right there? See that crying eye right there? So, but I do like it. I think this, I don't know if she has three, then I have two of them. If she has two, then I only have this one. So you can see how we started just doing different parts. And if somebody said, well, let's just do this one flower, then we would do a flower, you know. And we didn't necessarily do all of it. This one's a little further along. And I think I used, for some reason, I'm thinking I did a lot of this in Inktense. And see, look, see how the pages just fell out? So I think that whoever manufactured this book, hopefully second edition or whatever, maybe they fixed that issue. But the pages just kind of just fell right out. I don't know if I have anything else colored in here. Let's see. Since I'm doing a flip of it, y'all can see the whole thing. It is. It's an odd. It's like a fairy tale. It's like you're in a fairy tale when you're in this book, right? There's another one with the dream catcher. See, we just started doing some of the feathers. It just has one little piece of color on there. So I should do something else out of it. This would have been a good one to do Halloween, but you know, I did the cute and creepy this year. For those of y'all, Vicky, I'll have to show you real quick the cute and creepy. Vicky likes cute and Vicky likes creepy. I don't know about cute, but Vicky likes creepy. Vicky BR. I'll show you what I did for Halloween this year, Vicky. So yeah, so there we go. So again, see, all the pages are kind of falling out. But let's see here. I'll show my cute and creepy real quick, and then we'll go. So yeah, I try to do a page like maybe every other day. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So Vicky will like this book. So anyway, I'll flip through it and you can see what I've colored, Vicky, because it's good to see you. So I'm going to treat you to a show. Oh my gosh. I wish you wouldn't be a stranger, Vicky. Brighten it up just a little. So again, a lot of this is painted background and then pencil over the top. So I'm just going to flip through the whole book. And as we come to pages I colored, I think I did something like, I don't know, I did 20, I counted them last time. But we did a lot of pages, did all these during October, all of them, all the pages in this, all the pages in the book. The book's not done, but all the pages that we did in this book did during Inktober. Did you see my Inktober poster, Julie? My bug poster? This reminded me. So yeah, and it's paint in the background, and well, paint washes and then pencil on top. So thanks, Vicky. It's so good to see you. I really hope you are doing well. You need to, I don't know if you're still on Messenger or whatever, you need to message me and let me know how you're really doing. And yeah, little frog that's in a skull, see, sitting there in a skeleton, a skull, a mask. And then this one, I love this one because I gave them hairy armpits. I love the underarm hairs on that one. Oh. So there's a lot of good, cute ones in here, but I just dedicated this one to October. So these two turned out really good too. So I'm just kind of hold it up there a little. Y'all like the hairy armpits? So we did Collage. It is a little flashed out. There we go. Tilt it just a little bit so you could see the true color a little better. Oh my goodness. And I like the ghost. I like the little pink ghost. Oop, missed a page here. And this one. And again, that's with paint. See the little cat looking in, the little tiger kitten, the little tiger kitten. Thanks, Vicky. You like the little teeth on the ghost? Yeah. The scarecrow girl. There's the zombies. I didn't do the zombie kids. This would have been the next one I probably would have done if I had one more day. And this one I really like too. I like the way the flowers and the lace look and her worried expression. Like, is he going to fall off my head or what's on my head? Thanks, Pacola. Thank you so much. Yeah. And we do an impromptu guest show when we can get a guest. No, I didn't do the zombies. So that was from Cute and Creepy, Camilla Del Recco. And then the last thing I'll show is my poster. Hang on, I got to pull it off the stack. I've been working a lot of collage, Vicky. I've been doing collage posters. I'll show them real quick. We got a few minutes. Let me back up here. I'll show you the collage posters and got to back all the way out. Okay. So for Inktober, Miss Vicky B. I mean, Miss Vicky BR. I want to always get your names confused. Vicky BR. I did an insect a day. An insect a day for 31 days on a poster. So here's the whole poster. So I did one of these a day, Vicky. And then at the end of the month, I filled in the background. I inked the whole background black with the ink what do you call it? A Faber-Castell brush pen. Well, a bigger one than that. Here, this one. And put a spider web in. So, yeah. This was my ink Sectober for Inktober. And I did the little ladybug red for my mom's birthday. So that I posted that one on her birthday. So that took a while to do the background. And then real quick, the last things I've been working on this last couple of months, but I did this poster last week. So it's a smaller one. You can see the difference in size. So this right here, this is 22 by 29, I think. And then this one is, I wrote on that, 17 by 23. So I've been doing these collage posters. So let's move this one out of the way because it's distracting from the light. And let's turn the light down just a little so it's not so flashed out. There we go. So this one I did last week. And then the other ones that I've been working on, I got three, I think almost 3 finished. So I did the Garden of Eden here. The Garden of Eden with the death in the door. So this is and these are 22 by 29 as well. So this is the Garden of Eden one. And I got a little paint there. I've got to touch that up. So got that one. Thanks, Mickey. And then this one. And again, they're huge. It's hard to even fit them under the camera. So this one, gonna show the whole thing. And then these three I'm working on it all at the same time. This one, it's getting close to being done. This one, I worked on this one about a week or two ago as well. So I got that one. This one's coming along. See how big they are. And then these two are in progress. So they haven't been really painted in yet. So you can see where they're not all, the worlds have not combined yet. But I got this one. And the last one here is this one. So I'm working on all these. Yeah, they're huge. They are huge. And so, yeah. The undersea one here. Or, well, this part is all underwater. And then we got above the water there. So anyway, those are what I've been working on, Vicki. And I'm sorry I call you Miss Vicki B. I'm just so used to having Miss Vicki B pop in. But Vicki is our Vicki, yeah. So anyway, so that's just to catch you up since you haven't been around for a couple of years. So bye, Claire, and anybody else I missed. All right, guys. Well, you're welcome, and it's so good to see you. Message me, okay? Let me know how you're doing. Yeah, you only pop in every 2 years. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed. Oh, wait. We'll take one more minute because it's Wednesday, and if I don't do it now, we're going to be behind. So the 1001 Ways to Be Creative, the little book of everyday inspiration, Barbara Ann Kipfer, and we read a little bit out of this, a couple pages every week. So let's flip to our. All right. So this is build what's in your imagination. 2 pages. Let me move our thing to the next. Okay. All right, so here's our inspiration double page. I'll read these if you're in the Society of Idea Collectors. Put these in your notebook. You're welcome, Nanimo. Please show your. Oh, thank you, Carla. Thank you, guys. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. All right, so let me read these before we go. Inspiration, build what's in your imagination. An archaeological model. Now, also, guys, when I'm reading these, if something else comes to your mind, when I say an archaeological model, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to literally build a model, an archaeological model. You could draw it, or if something else occurs to you, then do that. Just get the ideas, get the inspiration, expand it, and think about what you can do with these ideas. Doesn't mean you have to be so literal. Of course, you could do that too. A bead loom, a beautiful dollhouse with real electrical lights, a bed frame, a birdhouse, a bookcase, a brick barbecue, a cabin in the woods, a catapult, a collage. They're obviously in alphabetical order. A dream house with Lincoln logs, a dry stone wall, an elaborate construction of popsicle sticks, a fallout shelter, a fire pit or fireplace. Again, draw them. You don't have to get out. You don't have to become a mason. Don't get out the concrete. Thanks, Bacola. You can get the book on Amazon. Oh my gosh. A fort with blankets, a grape arbor, a haunted dollhouse, a home weather station, a leaf house, a miniature golf course with soup cans, a model, an obstacle course, a puppet stage, a robot, a sandcastle with a moat and canal, a scarecrow, a secret compartment inside your desk, a secret hideaway, a shrine, a snow fort, a spaceship, a tabletop terrarium, a tarp shelter, a tiny house, a totem pole, a town of Lego blocks, a window garden, a wooden table, a Zen rock garden. And then also, guys, try this experiment. We talk about making lists and recombining them. If you wrote any of these down or all of them, or go back and listen to them again, now take two and combine them. A Zen rock garden and a collage, a bookcase and a totem pole. Let's see, a popsicle stick construction with a spaceship. Combine a couple of them and see if that sparks your imagination for a drawing, a writing, it could be anything. But, you got to write your ideas and inspiration down or you won't remember it. Hi, Linda. Hi, Brenda. Anybody else? You're working on dollhouse today? Are you going to make it a haunted dollhouse? Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out, doing a little coloring, a little drawing, a little creativity, a little something, something. And yeah, I guess, and Jan and I haven't talked about, I have a guest for tomorrow. So, we do our Thursday, it'll be impromptu it'll be on the fly. But when we do a Thursday show, it will be at 10 Eastern. So, all right, guys. Thank you, Pacola. Thank you, Julie and Janet, for being awesome mods. And y'all have a good rest of the week. And y'all have a great day. Hi, Big Mama Bird. See y'all later. Bye-bye.